CFO, which is the Chief Financial Officer, is the senior-most financial person in a company. In small to mid-sized companies, that person could take on other responsibilities of people such as the controller, who would normally report to the CFO. In larger companies, they'd be distinctly separate positions. The CFO is the person responsible for all the accounting and reporting in an organization, financial statements, reports to management, reports to external parties like banks, like insurance companies, like analysts if you're a public company. The CFO normally has a strategic partner relationship with senior management. It's the person they're going to go to for not only historical financial information, but forward-looking information, forecasts, for example. Banks in particular, if you have a line of credit, want to know what the next 6 months look like or what the next year looks like, so they can plan and ensure that they're going to collect any monies that you owe to them. So forecasting is a critical function of the CFO. Making sure that you've got good cash management practice, that's going to fall within the CFO. Making sure the money is there when you need it. But also, financial reporting, making sure the business is profitable, making sure that the financial condition of the business is strong and sound, making sure that whenever you have debt ratios, for example, or debt covenants, they're complied with. So this is the higher level strategic aspect of the financial organization. Some of the major benefits of having a CFO, and frankly every company should have a CFO regardless of the size, is it ensures that you really know how the business is doing. It ensures that your company is strong and sound going forward. But especially for outside parties like banks, it gives credibility. So banks can trust the information that you're giving and they can rely upon it. That makes it easier for them to lend, makes it easier for them to have an ongoing relationship with you. So it's credibility, it's knowing that you can trust and rely on the financial information so management can make better business decisions. Some of the things you should consider when you're looking for a CFO is skill set for sure. Communication is critical because you could have the most technical person that knows accounting and reporting and so forth, but if they can't communicate it in a way that management really understands, it's not going to be effective. So communication is a key skill. Knowing accounting and reporting is critical. Having some finance background, particularly in cash management, is critical. Good supervisory skills, because you're going to supervise people that handle a lot of the day-to-day, bookkeeping and accounting, is critical. And of course, price is important, that you need to have a good, affordable person that doesn't stress your budget too much. The CFO can help your business in a number of ways. One is all the usual financial reporting that a business requires to make sure that they can make the best business decisions. And in fact, that's key for giving your bank comfort if you have a line of credit or a loan that you have outstanding. But other ways that a CFO can help you is in protecting yourself. Oftentimes management, particularly entrepreneurs that started the business, don't really understand the back office and the internal controls associated with protecting their assets. And I'll give you an example. Many companies are small and they have the same individual doing all kinds of tasks, many of which are incompatible. So what does that mean? Some companies have a person that they trust opening the mail, depositing the check, recording the check, reconciling the bank, putting people on payroll, and so forth. And we've seen in our history, we've seen cases where companies have experienced fraud and theft by employees because many of those tasks are incompatible and they don't have checks and balances to oversee that and control that. One of the key benefits you'll get from our firm, CFO Strategies, is we'll oversee the controller or we'll oversee the staff as a second control to make sure that the books and records are complete and accurate and your assets are safeguarded against loss or theft. So that's just one example of many ways that we can help your company.